Hello Russian learners, Oksana here, welcome to my channel. So today we're continuing with our Russian studies, and today's video is going to be about the possessive pronouns in the Russian language. We're not going to be talking about all of the possessive pronouns that exist in the Russian language. There are a lot of them, but we'll talk about only the two of them, or rather three, because they're like two of them are like a variation of each other. So without further ado, let's start, and let's first talk about what are the possessive pronouns. The possessive pronouns are basically the pronouns that indicate that you or somebody else or something has a possession of something. Like in English, it can be translated into my, your, his, her, their, and so on. And today we'll only talk about two pronouns in English, which are my and your. But in English, it will be in Russian, it will be three pronouns. And while I'll explain to you as this video goes. And first, let's start with my pronoun. In English, I'm talking. So my pronoun will be translated into a pronoun мой in Russian, but there is like a rule which is the same as with the nouns and the adjectives, and that is the rule of the genders. So these possessive pronouns in Russian can also be divided, can also be transformed into three genders. And this pronoun мой is of a masculine gender. It can be used with nouns of the same masculine gender. So there's also a feminine gender equivalent, which is моя, which is also my, but it is used only with the nouns of a feminine gender. And the same with the neuter gender. Neuter gender will be моё. So we have only one possessive pronoun my in English, but there are three versions, three ways of translate this pronoun my in Russian. Мой, моя, моё, and they are divided into these three versions by the rule of the genders. So let's look at some examples using the nouns, and that will be clear to you why that is. So if a possessive pronoun мой is of a masculine gender, we'll have to use it with a noun of the masculine gender as well. And let's take this one, which is дом, house. It is of a masculine gender both. So мой дом, meaning my house, my house. Now let's see at the feminine gender adjective, which is моя. Моя, it is of a feminine gender, and we have to use a noun of a feminine gender as well. And I suggest, for example, this one, which is машина. Моя машина. This whole phrase is of a feminine gender, both noun and the possessive pronoun, and it means my car, моя машина. And let's use also the neuter gender possessive pronoun, and let's use this noun with it, neuter gender. Моё лицо, моё лицо, моё лицо, meaning my face, лицо meaning face. So you see, my possessive pronoun my can be translated into Russian in three ways, which is either мой, моя, and моё, depending on the gender. So either masculine gender, feminine gender, and neuter gender. So three different variations which can be used with the nouns of the corresponding gender. And now let's talk about the second pronoun for today, which is your. And there is like two ways that your can be translated in Russian. It can be translated into, I'm talking about like personal pronouns. We've learned about personal pronouns before. I'll link the video in the description below if you haven't watched this yet. But your can be pronounced in like ты, meaning in informal way, ты, which you use to your friends or people you are close to, and also a polite way of translation, which is вы. So let's first take the impolite, informal way, which is твой. Let me informal. This informal. Твой, again, it is of a masculine gender, and the same rule of genders is applied here. So твой, it is of a masculine gender. Твоя, sorry, this is a mistake. Твоя, of a feminine gender. And we also have твое, of a neuter gender. Fun fact, there's a clothes shop in Russian which is called твое, like your. So let's look at some examples when it can be used. Let's use the same nouns here. So твой дом. Твой дом, masculine gender, both noun and the possessive pronoun, meaning your house. Твой, in formal way, you can say to your friend, to your relative, to anybody that you are close with, and you don't have to use informal way of speaking to that person. So твой дом. Next we'll use твоя машина. This time it is of a feminine gender. Your car, твоя машина, your car, твоя машина. And the third group, which is neuter gender, твое лицо, neuter gender, your face, your face. And the third group of this, the second variation of translation of this personal pronoun your is a formal way, which is ваш. Ваш is masculine gender. Ваша, feminine gender. And ваше, it is neuter gender. So that's another way of translation. This your personal pronoun, and let's see at the example. So we have ваш дом, neuter, masculine gender. Ваш дом, this ваш you can either say to a person in a formal way. You can either address one person in this polite way, or two or more people at the same time. But in this case, when you're addressing two people or more at the same time, it doesn't matter whether they are whether you're talking to them in a polite or an impolite way. When there are two people or more, you are using this personal pronoun, this possessive pronoun, which is ваш, ваша, or ваша. So either to a person that you are talking to in a polite way, to one person, or to a group of people, two or more, which you address either in a polite or an impolite way, it doesn't matter. But when there are two people or more, you use this pronoun, personal pronoun ваш. So ваш дом, your house, ваша машина, it is feminine gender. Your car, ваша машина, and ваше лицо. Of course, this example with the face can also only be said to a single person. Your face, ваше лицо, ваше лицо. So let's repeat, let's revise what we've learned in this video. So we've learned about three basically possessive pronouns in Russian, which can be translated into English as my and your. So my in English can be translated either as мой, моя, and моё, depending on the gender. And the nouns used with these possessive pronouns have to be of the corresponding gender. And your in Russian can be translated in two ways. First, it is informal, which is твой, твоя, твое. And the second is formal, which is ваш, ваша, ваша. It is formal, or it is also a both formal and informal way of addressing two or more people. So that's it. I hope that was clear. If you have any questions, please write them down in the description section below. And in some of our further lessons, we'll talk more about the Russian possessive pronouns. There are more of them, of course, but so as not to overwhelm you, I talked about only these three of them, and it will be, I hope it is clear, this rule for today. So thank you for watching. Please take your time with memorizing this rule, and good luck with your studies, of course, and please stay safe and healthy, and I'll see you in the next video. So goodbye.